Welcome to my jungle hideout, such as it is. I walked 12,000 blocks to get to this particular jungle in search of a parrot and an ocelot. First thing I found when I came here was this pre-generated structure, so I cleared it out and decided to make it my base. As you can see, I was successful in finding a cat, and here's my parrot down here. Cute little things, although it gives me the creeps when it decides to sit on my shoulder and then imitate the sounds of creepers, skeletons and other unwanted mobs, so I just leave it here at the moment. As you can see, I cleared all this out and I just put a bed in here, a chest for excess stuff because I'm a long way from home, and some dogs to keep me company because it gets lonely otherwise. Over the course of my exploration of the jungle, I came to realise what a gorgeous place this truly is, and so I decided to build a tree walk up in the clouds in order to observe it better. As you can see, it already goes a very, very long way. I know where to go, so I can run along here really fast, but I can imagine someone else potentially getting lost or falling off a few times because they miss a turn. Maybe I should put some signposts in. I do have a destination in mind. About 500 blocks from where my base is, I came across a really, really awesome location with two twin peaks joined by a little bridge of rock. It's kind of hard to describe, but I decided to take this all the way out there and then build something in that location. Haven't really decided what yet. And so I began this journey across the treetops. I've come down on the ground here to add some supports to the underside of my bridge, like this one here. They're not necessary obviously, I just do it because it looks better. Now I should point out that I like to do all my building in survival mode. So all the resources I'm using have been harvested manually, and when it goes dark I have to run for cover. And as you can see, the sun is setting now, so I'm going to have to take off in a minute and climb up really high to get out of the way. But I never run for cover quite early enough. I always think, oh, just one more block, whereas if I went earlier nothing would spawn and it would be a lot safer. Oh well. Up the tree we go. Nice view from up here. It's so peaceful out in the jungle. I actually needed some bone meal, so it definitely wouldn't do any harm to kill a few skellies while I wait for it to come light again. I reached a point where, because I'm sort of building from treetop to treetop, I reached a point where I couldn't really go any further because there was a gap in the trees and it was too long to realistically span a wooden bridge across. So I thought, well, I need to... Ow! I need to add a tree there so that I can continue the bridge. But those jungle giants take ages to grow, and so I need to get some bone meal. And it's also can be a bit fiddly sometimes to get them to grow in a forest where there's lots of other stuff around, so I'll just use the bone meal to speed it up a bit. If I've used half a stack of bone meal and it still hasn't grown, then I obviously need to move something. There you go, you can see down here, that's the end of the road, and there's my saplings down there. These ones here, which I need to get to grow. Now, it looks like there should be plenty of clear space, so hopefully when I get this bone meal out, they will just shoot up. Or not. Okay. So apparently, maybe those leaf blocks are in the way. I'm going to get some bone meal first. So this is a mob farm that I built ages ago. Basically, it uses water at the top of a tall tower. It flushes the mobs down and they fall down here and they die on impact. And the hoppers collect all the stuff and funnel it into the chests. The spiders occasionally get stuck and they cling onto the walls, but that's okay, bit of free experience. So when I click the lever, it turns the water off up the top and gives the mobs a chance to spawn. Then I can go around and get all the bones out of the chest. It's quite useful, it collects a lot of different drops. It doesn't take too long to get a fair bit of it. Release the water again. Only a few that time. It's a bit erratic sometimes. Sometimes you can do it and you get a flood of mobs, and then other times you get like that, 2 or 3. I've never really understood what controls it. This involved a lot of redstone, and again, being done in survival mode, it took a long time, and I fell 200 blocks into the ocean more times than I care to admit. Thankfully, none of them were fatal because I fell in the water, but yeah, it was scary. It's a long way up. Tons of redstone was used in the making of this, and what was really hard was that from the bottom you can't see what's happening at the top, so I had to go up and down and up and down and up and down and listen for the drops of water to tell whether the dispenser had fired or not, and I'd have to make holes to see whether there was water in there, and then a skeleton would shoot me through the hole, and yeah, that took a lot of work, but it's a very useful tool and I'm very glad I made it. Long way down. Come on, more than one. But lots of bone meal this time. Let's see if we can get these trees to grow. And the answer to that would be no. Okay, need to move something. Let's chop away all this stuff, maybe. I don't know, I thought... Oh yeah, so that sapling there in the corner is the one that it's taken from, because it's always from the northwest sapling, so this stuff here probably needs to go. Time to try again. Another 27 bone meal and still nothing. Maybe I need to get rid of other trees. That one there probably needs to go. Yay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, as it turned out, I had to take away 3 other surrounding trees to clear enough space. Hopefully now though I can then plant some smaller ones and they will still grow and then it will still look natural. I'm really funny about that. I like my forests to still look like they were naturally generated even after I've logged them and replanted. So I'll just put these back and hopefully they will grow and it will be fine. Now that I've managed to get my tree to grow, I can finally bridge the gap. Yay! still got quite a long way to go. The place I'm looking for, you can almost see it over there just starting to poke through the clouds. That's one of the mountaintops there, and I think that tree right there is one of the other peaks. Hard to tell from over here, but it's only about 100 blocks away now. Just quickly before it goes dark, you can see that's where my bridge stops at the moment, and around here, over there where that wood spike is where I'm going to. So I've got to pick a path kind of round, like, probably not that way, maybe probably inland a bit further, around like that, to get back to where I am. So not too far to go. This is a long bridge over nothing. Definitely going to need to put some pole supports underneath this one. I keep doing that. Alright, and my destination is just over there, so I think I will leave the walkway here for now, apart from putting in a few lights. Actually, yes, I'll do that now, just so we don't get stuff. I don't know, I didn't think mobs could spawn on leaves, but I have seen them in the treetops while I've been working out here at night, so I don't know what that's all about. So I'm just going to put in a few light fittings, shall we say, to try and avoid any accidents in that regard. The last thing I want is a creeper up here blowing up everything I've just built.